Gray workers. Employers are increasingly concerned with the productivity of older workers as their workforce ages. In countries like Japan and Germany, companies are lowering retirement ages to reduce costs associated with seniority-based pay. However, research indicates that older workers often bring valuable skills, such as diplomacy and problem-solving, which are crucial for management roles. Companies like IBM Belgium have created innovative solutions like Bridge, jobs to retain older workers' expertise while reducing costs. These roles offer part-time or temporary work, easing the transition to retirement. As the job market becomes more flexible, older workers might find opportunities better suited to their skills, often through self-employment or starting new businesses. Computer provides more questions than answers. The Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck off Antikythera Island, is the world's first known analog computer, dating from 100 to 140 BC. This sophisticated device, featuring over 30 gears, demonstrated advanced astronomical knowledge from the Babylonians. It could predict celestial events and was likely a luxury item for a wealthy Roman, rather than an astrological tool. Despite its complexity, the technology behind it vanished, possibly due to Roman dominance, which prioritized practical over scientific pursuits. The device challenges perceptions of ancient Greek technology and suggests a tradition of such craftsmanship, sparking hope for future discoveries of similar artifacts. Mystery in Easter Island. Easter Island, a remote volcanic island in the Pacific, is famous for its massive moai statues, crafted by Polynesian settlers who arrived around 318 AD. The island once thrived with rich resources, supporting a vibrant culture. The moai, carved from volcanic stone, symbolize religious and political authority, embodying sacred manna. Contrary to theories of ecological collapse, recent insights suggest European contact caused the island's decline. Early Europeans, including slavers, introduced diseases and violence, leading to social devastation. Some alternative theories propose Easter Island as a geodetic and astronomical site for an ancient civilization, but these remain speculative. Longeve, ancient bristlecone pine. The bristlecone pine, Pinus longeva, of California's White Mountains is the oldest living tree species, with some specimens over 4,700 years old. These trees thrive in harsh environments with limited resources, contributing to their longevity. Their growth rings provide valuable climate data spanning nearly 10,000 years, aiding in the calibration of radiocarbon dating. Bristlecones are adapted to conserve water and withstand environmental stress, with slow growth and high resin content for durability. Despite their resilience, climate change threatens their habitat. Increased human activity also impacts these ancient trees, highlighting the need for conservation efforts to preserve their unique ecological and historical significance. Paper of computer? Despite predictions, computer technology hasn't replaced paper as paper usage has increased in the Western world. Paper persists due to its unique advantages in collaborative and cognitive tasks. Abigail Sellin and Richard Harper's book, The Myth of the Paperless Office, highlights how paper facilitates collaboration at the IMF, where drafts are physically shared and annotated. Paper's tangible, flexible, and tailorable nature supports iterative work processes. Unlike digital documents, paper enables a spatial organization and active thinking, as seen in desk piles that represent ongoing thoughts. This reflects paper's role in cognitive and social processes beyond just systematic management. What are you laughing at? Laughter predates humans, with animals like chimpanzees and rats exhibiting laughter-like behaviors. It likely evolved as a social signal, as it occurs mostly in groups. Robert Provini suggests laughter originated from play, especially evident in children and primates. Studies show similarities between human and chimp laughter, indicating a shared evolutionary origin. Laughter may have developed to strengthen social bonds, signal trust, or serve protective functions. While other animals can produce laughter-like sounds, humans' unique breath control allows for complex vocalizations, including speech and humor. Thus, laughter's origins are serious, but they paved the way for human language and jokes. Sosis, listening to the ocean. SOSUS, the sound surveillance system, was developed by the U.S. Navy in the 1950s to detect submarines using low-frequency sound. This system, comprising underwater microphones connected to onshore sensors, can also track whales and monitor ocean temperatures, aiding climate research. Initially a military tool, SOSUS's vast reach allows scientists to map whale movements and distinguish calls, enhancing understanding of these elusive creatures. Additionally, SOSUS provides crucial data on ocean temperatures, influencing climate models by revealing heat transfer between the ocean and atmosphere. Acoustic techniques like those by Jeff Nichtwan further contribute to climate studies by measuring oceanic rainfall acoustically. Origin of species and continent formation. The discovery of Pangaea and ancient oceans has profound implications for the evolution of life. Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace independently concluded that species evolved through natural selection, influenced by Thomas Malthus's essays and their observations in diverse regions. Wallace's work on biogeography led to the identification of Wallace's Line, distinguishing Asian and Australian fauna. This boundary reflects historical continental movements, explained by Wegener's continental drift theory, which challenged the land bridge hypothesis. Today's biogeography debates focus on dispersalism versus vicarianism, exploring species migration and evolution in response to geographic barriers formed by tectonic plate movements. Western immigration of Canada. In the mid-1870s, Canada sought to populate its western regions with agricultural settlers to expand its agricultural output and create homesteads for eastern farmers. The government acquired land, enacted the Dominion Lands Act, and established the Northwest Mounted Police to secure the area. The Transcontinental Railway was crucial for connecting the West with eastern Canada. Winnipeg emerged as a key urban center, attracting primarily Protestant English-speaking settlers, later joined by immigrants from Austria-Hungary and Ukraine. Despite economic challenges and competition from other countries, the Canadian government promoted immigration through free land offers and encouraging letters from settlers, highlighting Canada's opportunities. Beyond the Blue Line. The Lapita people, ancestors of today's Polynesians, were remarkable seafarers who ventured across the Pacific over 3,000 years ago. They colonized numerous islands, spreading language and culture. Recent archaeological discoveries in Vanuatu have provided insights into their origins and migrations. The Lapita embarked on extensive voyages using canoes, navigating vast distances without modern tools. Their eastward expansion, possibly aided by favorable wind patterns like El Niño, spread them across the Pacific. While their exact navigation methods remain unknown, their legacy is evident in the cultures they influenced. These early explorers laid the groundwork for later Polynesian navigators. Traditional farming system in Africa. Traditional farming in Africa, particularly in Luapula, is communal, with land allocated by village leaders and cultivated by hand. The Sitemian system, prevalent in Luapula and Bemba areas, uses ash from pollard tree branches to enrich soil for crops like millet, maize, and cassava. This system, which includes a gender-based division of labor, is sustainable with low population density but faces challenges as forest availability declines. Fishing supplements protein intake and income but is more lucrative than farming, leading to economic imbalances. Limited animal husbandry due to tsetse flies and the need for intensified, diversified, and sustainable agricultural practices are critical for future food security. Can we call it art, life casting, and art? In the 19th century, life casting was not considered art, much like photography was to painting. Over time, perceptions of art evolve and techniques once seen as non-artistic are reassessed. Life casting, despite its realism and technical complexity, was initially dismissed for lacking imagination. However, art movements and changing perspectives can reframe past works, highlighting their skill and emotional impact. Today, the focus is on the viewer's response rather than the creator's intent. Art's value lies in its ability to engage the eye, mind, and heart, offering unexpected insights and provoking reflection, as seen in life casting's renewed appreciation. Ancient sociophys classification. Sociologists and anthropologists classify ancient societies into four basic types based on social complexity and inequality: clans, tribes, chiefdoms, and states. Clans are small, mobile hunter-gatherer groups with no formal leaders or economic disparities. Tribes are larger, often settled agricultural communities with kinship ties but limited political power. Chiefdoms are ranked societies led by a chief, with social status linked to lineage and a central power hub. Early states feature class stratification, a ruler with legal authority, and a bureaucratic system for taxation and redistribution. This classification, while simplistic, helps in understanding early societal structures and their development. How should reading be taught? Learning to read requires deliberate instruction, unlike speaking, leading to debates on the best teaching methods. Three main approaches exist: whole word, phonics, and whole language. Whole word focuses on memorizing words, phonics emphasizes letter-sound relationships, and whole language relies on context and storytelling. While whole language gained popularity for its engaging and intuitive appeal, research supports phonics for its effectiveness in helping students decode new words. Experiments show phonics-trained students outperform others in reading new words. The debate persists due to philosophical differences in education, but a balanced approach combining phonics with whole language activities can enhance reading skills and enjoyment. London Swaying Footbridge. In 1996, a competition resulted in the design of a new Thames footbridge by Arup, Foster and Partners and Sir Anthony Caro. Opened in June 2000, the bridge swayed significantly under pedestrian traffic, leading to its closure 2 days later. The swaying was caused by pedestrians synchronizing their steps with the bridge's lateral movements, amplifying the wobble. Initial tests at universities couldn't fully replicate the conditions. Arup engineers conducted crowd tests on the bridge to refine the load model and test dampers. Solutions included increasing stiffness or adding dampers to counteract the lateral forces caused by foot traffic. Twin study. Two of a kind. The scientific study of twins began in the late 19th century, focusing on genetic and environmental influences on traits and diseases. Twin studies have revealed insights into heritability, showing that traits like smoking habits, personality, and diseases such as cancer have genetic components. Despite past controversies, twin research has gained traction, especially with the Human Genome Project's advancements. Modern studies explore how genes influence perception, communication, and health conditions. Events like the Twinsburg Festival facilitate such research, with studies on taste, hearing, sociability, and fingerprints, demonstrating the intricate interplay between genetics and environment in shaping human traits. Compliance or non-compliance for children. The process of socialization in children begins with compliance, which is crucial for their education. Committed compliance, where children eagerly align with their mother's agenda, is linked to positive mother-child interactions. Different disciplinary techniques impact compliance, with love withdrawal being notably effective. Noncompliance, while often seen negatively, can indicate growth as children learn negotiation skills. Establishing routines helps children comply with daily tasks without resistance. Fun activities following less desirable ones act as positive reinforcement. Praise is essential in encouraging compliance, providing positive attention that reinforces desired behaviors. Overall, balancing discipline and positive reinforcement fosters compliance and growth.